ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a lovely photo opportunity to our right there of the clock tower. We're not meant to be doing this, folks, but we thought we'd do this for you lovely people. Come up through the bridge here, get out the way so you can take a nice photo opportunity of the Houses of Parliament and the clock tower. What we're going to do here is we're going to turn the boats. We're going to head back through Westminster Bridge. We're going to head over to the London Eye, Waterloo Pier. We're going to be making a short stop there, hopefully picking up a few more passengers. And then we're going to head down towards the Tower of London. Do we have any Americans on board today? No? Yes? One? Yeah? No? I'll try and speak extra slowly for you guys on the way down. And we're doing this on purpose, folks. I know most of you did just get a photo opportunity of the Houses of Parliament and the clock tower ahead of us there. But for our new passengers, we're going to take you over here so you can get a lovely photo opportunity of the Houses of Parliament, the clock tower there. You'll see Westminster Abbey just behind the clock tower. What we're going to do here is we're going to turn the boat, we're going to head down towards the Tower of London. Along our journey, we do like to keep you happy. As I was saying to you passengers earlier, we like to keep you happy. We like to point out a few places of interest along the banks of the Thames in the form of a live commentary. We're not professional tour guides or commentators, just members of the crew. I have picked up a bit of local knowledge over the last couple of years of working on the river. The other option, we have an audio guide inside the wheel box. I can press play, sit on this chair and do nothing, have a chat with the captain, does point out a few places of interest, plays a lot of music, sounds a bit like a robot. Very boring. What the company provide us with. Folks, is the live commentary something you would like? Yeah? Very encouraging, thank you very much. And see, there's a few foreign going passengers today. I'll try my best to speak slowly and clearly. This commentary does only come in the form of one language, that is English, the London version. I'll try my best to speak slowly and clearly for those of you that don't really understand me. Audio guides downstairs where you can plug your headphones in. Folks, did anybody see Big Ben? Yes? Put your hand up if you can see Big Ben. There's always one or two. Folks, you just heard Big Ben. That is Big Ben chiming there. The 15-ton bell that lives inside that clock tower. The clock tower itself, the Queen Elizabeth Tower. Big Ben, you just heard it. The bigger tower of the two, the one in the distance with the Union flag flying, that is the Victoria Tower. That Union flag flying up there represents when Parliament are in session. County Hall on our left there, one of London's largest aquariums, Shrek's Adventure and the London Dungeons inside there. We have a famous Scottish restaurant inside there, McDonald's. Anybody's going there later on. Where some of you started your journey, on our right here, the big white circular wheel, the London Eye, 450 feet tall, 32 glass capsules. Each one of those capsules represents a London borough. It takes 30 minutes to do a round turn. The London Eye was only meant to be here for 5 years as a temporary structure. 17 years later, still standing strong. For one reason and one reason only. It generates so much money. They say on a good day, it can earn up to £250,000. Considering changing the name to the Wheel of Fortune. Believe it or not, folks, it has become a phase to get married on the London Eye. 15 minutes to the top there, they stop the eye for 1 minute. Say your vows, you have a kiss, they pronounce you husband and wife. And as you know, some of you, it's all downhill from there. Glad some of you are with me at the back there. Moving on, ahead of us here, the Charing Cross Railway Bridge and the Jubilee Walkways. These Jubilee Walkways were put here in the year 2000 to commemorate the Queen's Jubilee. This is the only bridge on the River Thames that we pass beneath a railway line and pass over a railway line. Due to the Charing Cross station on our left there, Waterloo station further to our right, the underground runs beneath us, the Jubilee and the Bakerloo line. As we get a bit closer to this bridge, folks, what we like to do here is give them a big wave and a smile up here on the walkways. What it does, it keeps their hands busy and stops them throwing things at you. So we give them a big wave and a smile up here on the walkways. Hello up there on the bridge. If they wave back, they're probably on holiday and enjoying themselves. If they don't wave back, they're probably Londoners. We do have another bridge on the other side. Carry on waving and smiling. Hello, Elizabeth. Give us a wave. There you go, just about. On our right here, the Royal Festival Hall, built for the Festival of Great Britain in 1951. Many famous people have performed inside there. People like Frank Sinatra, who has since sadly passed away. Whitney Houston, who has since sadly passed away. Michael Jackson, who has also since sadly passed away. All I'm waiting for inside there is the Justin Bieber concert. Glad some of you are with me on that one. The stone obelisk to our left here is said to be older than London itself. One of the oldest things you'll see here in London today, Cleopatra's Needle, given to us by the thankful Egyptian government for the defeat of Napoleon at the Battle of the River Nile. That needle over there comes in pairs. Its twin sister stands in Central Park, New York City. The bridge ahead of us, the Waterloo Road Bridge, known as the Ladies' Bridge, built by 90% of women workforce during World War II. When men were away fighting for king and country, the ladies stepped in and built this bridge. They chose Portland stone. Now naturally being women, they chose the most expensive stone. Self-cleaning stone, Portland stone. The faces of the bridge, when it rains here in London, the faces of the bridge get a thorough wash. Comparing it to the underneath here, you'll notice it is very dirty, where the rain doesn't penetrate. You can see where it trickles along the underneath of the bridge there. One for you ladies on board, that was the only bridge on the River Thames built on time and under budget. So well done to you ladies. Gentlemen, give them a round of applause. There you go. There was a man in charge though, don't get too happy. On our right here, this concrete looking building with the words going across there, our National Theatre, been voted 10 years running one of the ugliest buildings on the banks of the River Thames. If you'd agree, looks more like a multi-storey car park to me. But you know the old saying, don't judge a book by its cover. Some of the finest theatres inside there, including the on our left there, the big white ship, the HQS Wellington, a floating livery hall for retired master mariners. You have to have served 25 years at sea as a captain to become a member of that prestigious drinking club. The president of that ship, Prince Philip, the Queen's husband. Very important ship over there, folks. The stone archway just behind it, King's Reach Temple Arch, marks the boundary line between two cities. The city of Westminster that we're just leaving behind, and the 1 square mile of the city of London that we're now about to enter. That is the boundary line just over there, folks. Coming up on our right here, just behind these boats, one of London's best kept secrets, these golden sandy beaches. Have a look, folks, very tropical over there. That is where Baywatch is filmed. Where I go on holiday over there. As you can see, there's a grown man building a sandcastle over there. Seeing if anybody's still listening to me, really. On our left, look along the river wall there, some green lion's heads, commonly mistaken as mooring rings. They're not actually mooring rings, they're an old flood defence warning. When the river water used to reach those lion's heads, London would be at risk of flooding. They come up with a little rhyme for those lion's heads. Please feel free to join in if anybody does catch on. The lion's heads are drinking, then London is sinking. Very good. Bit more common one we use on the river today. The lion's heads are ducked, then London is well and truly flooding. Flooding, folks. We don't need those lion's heads anymore. We have the Thames barrier, which is further down in Woolwich Reach. If London was to be at risk of flooding, they close the Thames barrier. The building with the green sloped roof, staying over to our left there, that is our old City of London School for Boys, where some of our finest scholars have attended over there. Notice the 4 statues in between the 5 stone archways. Left to right, Sir Isaac Newton, Sir Francis Bacon, William Shakespeare, and the one on the far right, if you can see he's got a ball by his foot, that is David Beckham. David Beckham over there, folks. I'm only joking, of course. David Beckham didn't go to school. Sir Winston Churchill, he was kicked out of school over there for fighting. The Blackfriars Road and Rail Bridge, the closest bridges on the River Thames. As we pass through these bridges, notice the red freestanding columns in between. These are the old remainings of the Chatham and Dover Rail. Used to carry steam trains across this bridge. Couldn't take the weight of modern day trains, it was falling into the river. They took the top half away. They left these columns here in fear of taking them away. They would undermine the new foundations of the bridges. You'll notice where they built the new Blackfriars Rail Bridge over the 3rd column that used to stand here. The Blackfriars Rail Bridge, the most expensive bridge, cost £500 million to build. Solar panels on the roof there that generate most of the power for the station. This is the only rail platform to span the River Thames. As we pass through this bridge, take a look over to our left, dominating the skyline, the dome and the gold cross over there. St Paul's Cathedral, 365 feet tall. Easy to remember, a foot for each day of the year. Sir Christopher Wren's masterpiece. Took him 35 years to build. 12 years for the dome on the top there. That is the 2nd unsupported dome in the world. 2nd to St Peter's in the Vatican City of Rome. Can you see them people walking around the viewing platform up there? It's called the Golden Gallery. Cost you around £10 to go up there. The only trouble is there's 550 steps to the top. Very old fashioned, no escalators inside. The bridge ahead of us here, the Millennium Footbridge, otherwise known as the Wibbly Wobbly Bridge. Got this name in the year 2000, when Her Majesty opened it at 9 o'clock in the morning, closed by the police at 12. When thousands of people walked across this bridge, swayed violently afoot in either direction, closed down, spent a further £3 million on, and has never wibbled or wobbled ever since. It's the only bridge on the River Thames that cost more to fix than it did to build. The architect of this bridge on national TV, not one for excuses, he blamed it on the way Londoners walked across these bridge. What a joke. Folks, what we're going to be doing here is, we're going to be making a short stop at Bankside Pier on our right there. So stay tight. We're going to get a few more people on the boat here. Looks like there's only a couple of people to get on. And then we're going to carry on with our journey down towards the Tower of London. How are we doing so far, folks? Would you like me to carry on?
Yeah!
Yes? Very encouraging. Thank you very much. Sit back, relax for this first part of the journey. Take your shoes and socks off. Get comfortable, folks. There is a bar downstairs if you'd like to get a drink. Light snacks also. And I'll carry on once we leave Bankside Pier, folks. Thank you very much. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you very much for your patience. That short stop there. Welcome aboard our new passengers, the boat you're travelling on today, the Mayflower Garden. Folks, just a bit of journey information. What we're going to do here is we're going to head over to the other side of the river there. When we go over there, you get a nice view of St Paul's Cathedral, or actually you get a nice photo opportunity from this point of the river. But when we get over there, you'll see the gap between the buildings. A nice photo opportunity. You've got to be quick though. This Millennium Footbridge just gets in the way really. Bit of a pointless bridge. Was falling down, as I was saying. They did rebuild it. The Blade of Light. It was cool. Now we're going to go over here. The new City of London School for Boys. Just on our right there. That is the new one. For the kids on board today, anyone know Harry Potter? Yeah?
Yeah.
Daniel Radcliffe. He went to school over here. This is not Hogwarts, kids. This is the new City of London School for Boys. This is where the actor Daniel Radcliffe went to school. There you go, St Paul's Cathedral. What we're going to do here is we're going to turn the boats. We're going to go back downriver, head towards the Tower of London. Folks, would you like me to carry on down there? Yeah? Thank you very much. Very enthusiastic. And we're slowly but surely going to go around. Folks, we're just going to wait for a bit of traffic to pass here.
O. Musimy poczekać, bo ze względu na ruch.
We're just waiting for this boat just behind us there to pass before we turn round, folks. So give them a little wave as they pass, give them a quick push past. We want to get round. We can't just cut round other boats. The tide is currently ebbing away from London at the minute, flowing around 4 to 5 knots, and around an hour's time it will start to flood back into London. It's ebbing away. They're currently pushing against the tide. As we turn the boat, we'll start to flow with the tide. We can't just cut round in front of these boats. We're not on that. So there we go. Sounded our signal to go round. Give them a little wave past, folks. There you go. Bye bye. We're going around now. Then Tate Modern over there to our left. The Modern Art Gallery. Does anybody like modern art? Nobody. That's why it's free to enter the Tate Modern, folks. Go inside there. See a burnt out car. An unmade bed. A half-eaten curry. You'll understand once you go in there why it's free. Unless of course you do like modern art, folks, that's the place to go. There's a little cafe on the top there. It's nice to sit up there and watch the boats go past. Have a little something to eat up there. Now the pier we just left, Bankside Pier. Take a look over to our right, the white building with the brown roof.
Woo.
A scale replica of Shakespeare's Globe Theatre. The only building in London with a wooden thatch roof since the Great Fire of 1666. You can go over there in the summer months, watch Shakespeare's plays perform. Done in the old traditional manner, no stage lighting, no microphones. An open top roof over there. If it pours of rain here in London, which it don't very often, All the actors and the audience get wet. But you know the saying, the show must go on. They carry on performing over there, if it pours of rain. Cost you around £5 to watch Shakespeare's plays. Not bad for a live performance here in London, if you'd agree. The bridge ahead of us here, the Southwark Road Bridge, the least used bridge here on the River Thames. Due to the badly unplanned approach roads, nobody can seem to find this bridge. As you can see up there, mainly professional drivers tend to use this bridge. It was put here to ease congestion of the old London Bridge. Now we like to give these people a little wave also. Give them a little wave if you do see anybody up there. They are said to be lost, drunk, or maybe even both. Give them a little wave. Hello up there, mate. Give us a little wave. No? He's been doing that for 3 days, folks, walking backwards and forwards. Very lost. He won't even pay attention. On our right here, the building with the red windows, the Anchor Tavern. Been a pub on that site for 402 years. One of the oldest pubs on the banks of the River Thames. Featured in a couple different films. If you are having a drink later on, sit along the river wall there. Lovely sunny afternoon. The Cannon Street Railway Bridge, big green and stops the trains from falling into the river. Not much to say about this bridge. Now don't worry if you do feel a little drip as we pass through this bridge. That is just the trains emptying their toilets before they go into the station over there. Don't worry if you get a little drip on your head. Something a bit more interesting coming up on our right here, the pirate ship. Between the two buildings, a scale replica of Sir Francis Drake's ship, the Golden Hind. That scale replica over there sailed and navigated the globe twice, following the same footsteps as Sir Francis Drake, fully working, folks. Has anybody seen the Pirates of the Caribbean films? Yeah? Yes. Well, you see that ship over there, folks, has absolutely nothing to do with the Pirates of the Caribbean. Just reminds me of the pirate ships in the film. The world famous London Bridge ahead of us. I know it's not much to look at. There's been 5 London bridges to span this location. First one built 2,000 years ago by the Romans. It was wooden, it fell down. One was pulled down, one was burnt down. One was sold to an American man, Robert McCulloch, for $2 million, where he shipped it out to Arizona, where it now stands over Lake Havasu as a tourist attraction. There you go, I wasn't lying. London Bridge engraved on the stone there. Take a look over to our left here, you'll only get a brief moment to see it. The monument to the Great Fire of London. The golden flame on the top there, meant to represent a candle that started the Great Fire. Staying over to our left, this blue glass building, that is where we have our national window cleaning competition over there.
Yeah.
Money joking, of course, it's an old bank. On our right here, the tallest building in Western Europe, very hard to miss over there, the Shard of Glass. Built up by a variety of things, hotels, restaurants and apartments. On the 72nd floor, it has a viewing platform. Costs you around £30 to go up there and look out the window. Now if you don't fancy spending £30, in contrast of that building, on our left there, the walkie-talkie building, 20 Fenchurch Street. Take a look to the top there, a viewing platform. Look at them people walking around up there. They haven't paid a penny. All you need to do, go onto Google, skygarden.com, book a date and a time, take some photo ID to the door, and they let you go up for free.
Really?
They haven't paid a penny,
Next time.
they have paid £30. So hopefully I've saved you a bit of money there, folks.
Pójdziemy tam następnym razem. To jest
On
tam.
our right here, the warship, the
Patrz, to
HMS
jest właśnie-
Belfast, built in the same Harlem and Wolff shipyard as the ill-fated Titanic. Now permanently moored here as an extension to the Imperial War Museum. 9 separate decks to explore from the engine room upwards. 6 guns on the front there, 6 on the back. They last fired those guns in anger in the Korean campaign. capable of firing a shell 14 land miles. Very strong ship. Folks, don't worry about getting your photos of Tower Bridge ahead of us here. There's no need to come to the front. Don't worry about that. What we're going to do, we're going to take you up to Tower Bridge. We're going to turn the boat on its side and give you a nice slide on view. Lovely photo opportunity. We could just go straight into the pier over there, but we're a nice crew aboard today. We'll take you up to the bridge. If you are planning on going on the Belfast, give yourself enough time. Take you around an hour or two to climb around the whole ship. The Tower Bridge ahead of us, part suspension, part bascule. The bascule piece is in the middle where the people and the cars are travelling across. They weigh 1,000 tonne each, can be raised in just under 90 seconds. So let any twin-masted ships or any big cruisers into the gateway to London. In my opinion, best to see Tower Bridge at the night time when it's illuminated in all different colours. Very pretty bridge of a night.
No, szkoda, że niestety.
Built in 1894, designed to blend in with its close neighbour ahead of us there, the Tower of London. Now I'll let you get your photos, folks, and then please can you take a seat. You'll see we'll start to rock and roll with the tide. Don't want you falling over and spoiling your day. Take your photos and then please take a seat. If you don't understand a single word I'm saying, carry on doing what you're doing. Just don't fall over. Hold on. As I was saying, built in 1894, designed to blend in with the Tower of London here. Been many things in its time. A royal mint, a royal zoo and a royal observatory. Most commonly known for its place of execution and torture. Few was found to be a traitor in its time. You'd be rowed down the River Thames in a little wooden boat by a waterman like myself.